Hello, hello. And I'm back in my office, which is a bit of a disaster zone today. Um, there's renovations still going on in my office, so yes, and I'm still on the tail end of these cooties. So you just have to excuse my snuffliness. It's taken me 2 hours to get to this point. So, all right. So today we have the moon still in Libra. All right. I moved into Libra yesterday morning at 12:20 a.m. So we had the moon in Libra all day yesterday. How did you go yesterday? Oh my God. Good morning, Alicia. How are you? Mwah. So nice to see you. Um, I had the best day yesterday. We just listened to music all day. Good morning, Louise. I'm on this mission to buy more books and buy more CDs, all right? Honestly, once they take away, good morning, Deb and Sam, how are you? Once they take away books, I mean, the other day I was talking about this, so this is not the direction I was going to go into, but here I am. um, I said a couple of maybe 2 weeks ago about AI centers buying books, cutting the spines off, scanning them, keeping the information, but also getting rid of the books. All right, good morning, Susan. Which means that humanity can then not get that book. Good morning, Christy. So, if you have something that you are passionate about or you want to learn about, or just to have books, build a library. Absolutely not. Look, this is a reflection of what's in our lounge room, and we are buying as many different types of studies as you can. All right, even just like Mick got some basic math. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to learn? Start at the beginning. All right, so there, that's my little rant gone. All right. So yesterday, because I got a whole lot of CDs, I was cleaning them and listening to them. Good morning, Heather. Oh, awesome. Went for a motorbike ride and a car, walk through forest. That sounds amazing, Louise. Oh, calm, centered, focused. All right. So yesterday was awesome. All right. Today, Libra and Moon. All right. So we have got an extra long void of course moon, which means the moon is making no applying aspects, no major applying aspects. All right, to the nine planets. Okay. So after 2 o'clock, though, the moon does start to sextile the sun. All right, that's awesome. The universe is on your side. And you know what? There's a lot of indicators in the air about people needing, thank you, people needing coffee. Cheers, everyone. Um, People needing rest and recovery. All right, the reason why I'm going to tell you this is Mars, our action planet, our planet of vitality. It is square Neptune, the one that just dissipates all of your energy. All right, so it just puts you into that slumbering state where you're just disassociated and staring out the window. All right, so if you are Marsy people, then Mars is square Neptune at 7 p.m. So that is the type of energy that is escapism, slow down, recovery, faith, and actually asking for help. All right, now in addition to Mars being square Neptune, it is also in conjunct Pluto. So this is especially frustrating. All right, so Mars wants to just get to go do things, but it's like Neptune's got his arm around him going, well back there, buddy. And Pluto's like, is there some sort of truth that you need to adjust your trajectory for? So that is frustration and leading you to strategizing. All right, so this takes me into the words. All right, so all we're sort of thinking about now in this eclipse window is how can I become who I'm at, all right, or who I want to be. Where I'm at is not as satisfying right now, so we have to deconstruct who we think we are at the moment and look and go, where do I want to be? So we're wandering through a landscape that is vaguely familiar, but definitely not comforting. It's like a dream where you're running, but you're not getting anywhere. It's time to stop and use your mind's eye to get out of this place. Don't look at where you are. You want to see where you want to be instead. All right. So then we're going to lead into all of the things that you already know about manifesting, about listening to your inner monologue, and to get hints as to your core beliefs. Because then when you question that inner narrative, that's when you get to go, oh, okay, that doesn't sound right. What the hell? Where did that come from? You can go so deep on this. Where did that come from? How old I was? Then you start journaling on that. All right. So, but in this moment, you're like, no, I want to be successful, well known, financially free, or like all, like, you insert your dream life here. All right. So because we are frustrated, because we have this lack of energy, it's time to just stop and go, all right, let's weigh things up. All right. So we've got that in conjunct to Pluto. He's bringing up some truths so that you can adjust what your life expectations are. Neptune is like, just stop rushing Mars. All right, you're in Cancer now. You're going to be bringing up old memories. All right, you're going to be in, Cancer is more like a feely place. All right, so Mars is now feeling its emotions, and he, even there, whether, where does what is the emotional intelligence level of that Mars? Right? Is it the type of Mars that, like, fuck this shit, or is it, oh wow, I'm feeling something. Um, okay, I'm not going to be reactive. I'm going to process and think and, act accordingly. All right. So there's this, because the moon's void of course until 2, we're sort of just floating through all of this. In addition to that, so the Neptune was at 7 p.m., but the Pluto was at 1 p.m. So 1 p.m., definitely watch for these potential frustrations that cause you to stop in your tracks and weigh things up. All right. Now, all day we have Mercury trine Saturn. All right. This is the planning stage. Okay. Good morning, Barbara. All right, so we are in the planning stage. If we're not rushing forward because we're feeling like caca, we can utilize our energy in a different way. All right, so Mercury trine Saturn. Let's just stop and strategize. So that's two things that are indicating planning and strategy sessions. Okay, so then also we have Venus sextile Jupiter. Now that's generally awesome, but it gives us the potential for shiny distractions. All right, so it is the urge to break free, maybe want to socialize, but Venus is in Libra, so she's weighing things up. She's being very fair and just. But Jupiter in Leo is being like, oh my god, let's just go do all the things. I'd suggest just getting outside in the sun, because, good morning, Karen, because that's also going to help you recharge that Mars. All right, so that sounds awesome. I know I'm going to be getting out of sun. So, right, like I was saying earlier, after 2 o'clock, once the moon starts making a connection, it's a beautiful sextile to the sun. All right, so when we're like, there's the universe, here's our vital force starting to feel like it's on our side. All right, after 5 o'clock, we have two things starting. We have an opposition to Chiron and a trine to the North Node. Now, I was so aware last night that the sun had gone down, because I instantly, like, the flu symptoms just like punched me in the face. Mick was like, what the hell? You were fine 10 minutes ago. And I was like, the sun has set. All right. So I don't know about you, but like, I'm very physically sensitive. Hence, I've been in Sydney for 2 weeks, and my immune system is so clean here that when I go to somewhere like that, it's like a viral load, or a germ load, that I just, even if I'm taking Armor Force, even if I'm doing all the things, I got to the point where it was just too much. And then it was like, okay, all right, now I just need to recover. So, same here. All right, we're trying to find our balance, and there's things here that are truths that we need to let go of some things. All right, so I think that opposition to Chiron is going to make us more aware of where we're storing our hurts. There you go, the universe agrees. Or we just become more aware of what is that Chiron pain point that we're dealing with. And the North Node is like, Watch for the signs, all right? Watch for the signs. The universe is putting so many breadcrumbs in our path at the moment because of this window that we're in, that it just, again, we have to stop. We have to just stop and go, I'm in this dream where I'm running and not getting anywhere. So let's just stop and go, okay, where do I want to be? And like any of the good 80s movies, I don't know why I've gone to the 80s movies, but a churro and the horse in oh my God, what's that movie? The one with the dragon and the never ending story. The never ending story. I have no idea why that is so large in my brain right now. But oh, that's why. There you go. Because at the end, all right, when the world was crumbling, she was saying to Bastian Balthazar Bucks or Arturo, whichever, they were the same thing, that you create this world in your mind. There you go. Look at that for the universe putting analogies into my head. So I think that was perfect. It is really all about you, creating your life and your dream life, but being in this physical experience, like I said, I'm traditionally Mars ruled. My Mars is not having a good time right now. So, how are you feeling? Like, what are you looking at around you? Like, what's your environment? And are there very obvious signs that things need to be let go of? So, I got my new cards. So let's read these ones. Hey, these have got some really good ones, and I suppose because today's a little bit more of a difficult day, I think these are going to be very relevant. Um, because they're very much like they're not fluffy. They're not fluffy, and I think that's good. All right, so here we go. What card is going to be especially relevant for today? Look, this one. All right. Oh, invited but not wanted. Exclusion, misfit, and emotional distance. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just reading the card. So I wonder if you feel like, where it's saying don't look at where you are, see where you want to be. Maybe there's some emotional vulnerability. We are moving into a Scorpio moon tomorrow. So Libra is all about, partnerships and your relation with other people. Do you feel like you're on the outer? Maybe that's some of the Chiron influence that's happening. Maybe this, because the sun is trine Chiron. So if you're paying attention to how you're feeling, maybe, that set conjunction to the south node is something where you're like, I sit in this place where I don't feel like I belong because for so long I've been told not to be who I am, that when I am, it doesn't feel right. I don't know. How does that feel? But that's the card. So I'm looking forward to going through these ones. And that's pretty much me, guys. Yeah. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. I am in my office. Oh, yes, actually, I would like to say thank you to Lisa from Imura. You made me feel like a superstar the other day. I got acknowledged. Somebody said that they watched my show, and I felt so special. So thank you so much. Please feel free to invite people to the group. There's an invite button. Yeah, this lady is only, going to share more of her magic because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So thank you again, Lisa and Melody, who, again, I'm not quite sure if I know you in person, but my Launceston people. So thank you, ladies. And thank you everyone for being here. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. So like I said, sorry, I was saying something, shiny thing. I have space for readings for these next 2 weeks before I go back to working at Enclave. So if you would like a reading in these next 2 weeks, please reach out directly, or I'll put my booking link is around. I'll put it up there now. So yeah, just mwah. See you later.